Thank you, Mrs. Secretary
UNICEF
General,
Executive
UNICEF
Director,
Executive
and all the
Director,
excellencies
and
and
all
distinguished guests from
excellencies and
across the world.
distinguished guests from all across the
My
world.
name is Kim Namjoon.
My name is
also
Kim
known as
Namjoon,
RM,
also known
the
as
leader of the group
RM,
BTS.
the leader of Group BTS.
It is an incredible honor
It
to
is
be
an
invited
incredible
to an
honor to be
occasion
invited
with such
to an
significance for
occasion with
today's young
such
generation.
significance for today's young
Last
generation.
November,
Last
BTS
November,
launched
BTS
the Love
launched the
Myself
Love Myself
campaign
campaign
with
with
building on our belief
UNICEF,
that
building
true
on
love
our belief
first
that
begins
true
with
love
loving
first
myself.
begins with loving myself.
We've been partnering
We've
with
been
UNICEF's
partnering
End
with
Violence
UNICEF's
program
End Violence
to
program
protect children
to
and young
protect
people all over
children
the
and
world
young
from
people
violence.
all over the world from
And our
violence.
fans
And our
have become a
fans
major
have
part of
become
this
a major
campaign
part of
with
this
their
campaign
action and
with
with
their
their
action
enthusiasm.
and with their
We truly
enthusiasm.
have the
We
best
truly
fans in the
have
world.
the best fans in the world.
And I'd like to
And
begin
I'd like to
by talking
begin
about
by
myself.
talking about myself.
I was born in
I was born in
Ilsan, a
Ilsan,
city near Seoul,
a city near
South
Seoul,
Korea.
South Korea.
It is a really
It
beautiful
is a really beautiful place with a lake, hills,
and even an
and
annual flower
even an
festival.
annual flowers
I
festival.
spent a
I
very
spent a
happy
very
childhood
happy
there,
childhood
and I
there,
was just
and I was
an ordinary
just
boy.
an ordinary
I
boy.
used to look up at
I
the
used to
night
look
sky
up at
and
the
wonder,
night sky in wonder,
and I used to
and I used to
dream
dream
the dreams of a
the
boy.
dreams of a boy.
I used to
I used to
imagine that I
imagine
was a
that
superhero
I
who
was
could
a
save the world.
superhero who could save the world.
And in an
And
intro
in
to one of our
an
early
intro
albums,
to one of our
there's
early
a line
albums,
that
there's a
says,
line that says,
"My heart
"My
stopped
heart
when I
stopped
was
when I was
maybe 9 or 10."
maybe 9 or 10."
Looking back,
Looking back,
I think that's when I
think
began
that's
to
why
worry
when I
about
began to
what
worry
other
about
people
what other
thought of
people
me
thought
and
of
starting
me,
seeing
and start
myself
seeing
through their
myself
eyes.
through their eyes.
I stopped
I stopped
looking up at the
looking
night
up at the night
skies,
skies,
the stars.
the stars.
I stopped
I stopped
daydreaming.
daydreaming.
Instead, I
Instead,
just tried to jam
I
myself
tried
into the
to
malls
jam
that
myself
other
into the
people
mold
made.
that other people made.
Soon, I began to shut out my own voice
Soon, I
and
began to
started to
shut
listen
up my
to the
own voice,
voices of
started to
others.
listen to the voices of others.
No one called out my name,
No one called out my name,
and neither did I.
and neither did I.
My heart stopped,
My heart stopped,
and my eyes
and
closed
my
shut.
eyes closed shut.
So,
So,
like this,
I,
we
we
all lost our names.
all lost our name.
We became like
We
ghosts.
became like ghosts.
But I had one
But I had
sanctuary,
one
and that was
sanctuary,
music.
and that was music.
There was a small
There was
voice
a
inside of me
small
that
voice
said,
inside of me that
"Wake
said,
up, man, and listen
"Wake
to
up,
yourself."
man, and listen to yourself."
But it took me
But it
quite a
took me
long
quite a
time
long time to hear
music calling my
music
real name.
calling my real name.
Even after making
Even
the
after
decision to
making
join
the decision to
BTS, there were
join
a lot of
BTS, there were a lot
hurdles.
of hurdles.
Some people might not
Some people might
believe,
not
but
believe it, but
most people thought
most
we were
people thought we
hopeless.
were hopeless.
And sometimes
And
I just wanted to
sometimes
quit.
I just wanted to quit.
But I think I was very
But I
lucky
think
that
I was very
didn't give it
lucky
all
that I
up.
didn't give it all up.
And I'm sure,
And I'm sure that I
and we
and we
will keep stumbling,
will keep
and falling like
stumbling
this.
and falling like this.
BTS,
BTS
has become artists,
become
performing
artists,
in those huge
performing
stadiums
in
and
those huge
selling
stadiums and
millions of
selling
albums right
millions
now.
of albums right now.
I am
But
still
I
an ordinary
am still an ordinary
24-year-old guy.
24-year-old guy.
If there's anything
If
that I've
there's
achieved,
anything I've
it was
achieved,
only
it was only possible
that I have my
because
other
I have
BTS
my other
members
BTS
right by my
members
side.
right by my side.
And because of the love,
And because of the love
and the support
that
that our ARMY
our
fans
army
all over the
fans
world
all
made for
over
us.
the world made for us.
And maybe
And
I made a
maybe
mistake
I
yesterday,
made a mistake yesterday.
but yesterday's
But yesterday's
me is still me.
is still me.
Today,
Today,
I am who I am,
who
with
I
all of
am
my faults
with all of
and
my
my
faults
mistakes.
and my mistakes.
Tomorrow, I might be a tiny bit wiser,
a tiny bit
and
wiser,
that would be me too.
and that would be me too.
These faults and mistakes
are what I am,
making up the brightest stars
making up
in
the brightest
constellation of
star
my
in
life.
the constellation of my life.
I have come to love
I
myself
have come to love
for
myself
who I
for
am,
who I am,
for who I was,
for who I
and
was,
for who I hope to become.
and for who I hope to become.
I like to say
I'd like
one
to
last
say
thing.
one last thing.
After releasing our Love Yourself albums and launching the Love Myself campaign, we started to hear remarkable stories from our fans
all over the world,
how our message helped them overcome the hardships in life
helped them overcome the
and start loving
hardships in their life and
themselves.
start loving themselves.
Those stories
Those stories
constantly
constantly
remind
remind
us
us
of
of our responsibility.
So,
So,
Let's take all one more
Let's
step.
take all one more step.
We have learned
to love ourselves.
So now I urge you
to speak yourself.
I'd like to
ask all of you,
what is your name?
what is your name?
What excites you?
What excites you and makes your heart beat?
Tell me your story.
Tell me your story.
I want to hear your voice.
I want to hear your voice.
I want to hear your
and I want to hear your conviction.
No matter who you are,
where you're from,
your skin color,
your
gender
identity,
just speak yourself.
Just speak yourself.
Find your name.
Find your voice by speaking yourself.
I'm Kim Namjoon.
And also RM of BTS.
I'm an idol.
And I'm an artist from a small town in Korea.
Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes
in my life.
I have many faults, and I have many more fears.
But I'm going to embrace myself as hard as I can.
And I'm starting to love myself gradually,
just little by little.
What is your name?
What is your name?
Speak yourself.
Speak yourself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.